Our learning target for today is we are learning to describe different quadrilaterals with attributes. And to be successful today, we can match quadrilaterals with those attributes. Hey, third grade mathematicians, so good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're doing another math lesson. It's about quadrilaterals. So if you have this page out in front of you or you have it in your packet, go ahead and get it out. If you need to, pause the video so you have a little more time, okay? It should say week of 5/25-5/29, math lesson 2, know your quadrilaterals. Or in Spanish, conoce tus cuadriláteros, okay? And go ahead and flip to that first page. It should look like this. And if you need to use it in Spanish, just remember, it's on the back side, okay? So, the top of the page should say, know your quadrilaterals. Conoce tus cuadriláteros, okay? What we're going to start off with is by drawing a line from each description to every quadrilateral that has those attributes, okay? Dibuja una línea desde cada descripción hasta cada cuadrilátero que tiene esos atributos, okay? So, it's not just matching up each shape once. You're going to be drawing more than one line for each one, okay? So, for a trapezoid, remember, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. No more, no less. Un trapeceo es un cuadrilátero con exactamente uno par de lados paralelos. No más, no menos. Just one. Solo uno, okay? So let's look and see which shapes we can match up with that description. Let's look at these shapes and see which shapes have exactly one pair of parallel sides, okay? This shape has two pairs of parallel sides, so we won't draw a line from there to here, okay? This shape has two pairs of parallel sides, so we won't draw a line from there to here. This shape has just one pair of parallel sides, so we will draw a line from trapezoid down to this shape, which is a trapezoid. And the other two shapes look like they have two pairs of parallel sides. Yep, so they are not trapezoids, so the only trapezoid out of these shapes is this figure here. Let's go ahead and try it for parallelogram, okay? Remember, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel sides that are opposite each other, okay? Un paralelogramo es un cuadrilátero con dos pares de lados paralelos opuesta entre sí, okay? So, we have two pairs of parallel sides, and they are opposite from one another. So, for a parallelogram, we are going to draw a line here, okay? What about this shape? This shape has two pairs of parallel sides that are opposite each other, so it is also a parallelogram. This shape, if it's a trapezoid, it actually cannot be a parallelogram because a trapezoid only has one pair of parallel sides, and a parallelogram has two pairs of parallel sides, so a trapezoid is never going to be a parallelogram, and a parallelogram is never going to be a trapezoid. They might be friends, but they are not the same, okay? Let's look at this shape. This shape has two pairs of parallel sides, so it is a parallelogram. And this shape has two pairs of parallel sides, so it is a parallelogram, okay? Now, we're going to do the same thing, but for a rectangle. A rectangle, remember, is a parallelogram with four right angles. A rectangle is a parallelogram with four right angles. Un rectángulo es un paralelogramo con cuatro ángulos rectos, okay? So, does this shape have four right angles? No, so it's not a rectangle. It is a parallelogram, but it is not a rectangle. This shape has 1, 2, 3, 4 right angles, so it is also a rectangle. Let's look at this shape. Nope, if it's not a parallelogram, it is not a rectangle. Does this have 4 right angles? No, they look slightly, this one is slightly acute, this one is slightly obtuse. And this shape, if you were to look at it from the perspective, yes, it has 4 right angles, so that actually is a rectangle as well, okay? Now, mathematicians, I don't want to do all the work for you, so it's your turn. I want you to try the same ideas with the rhombus and the square. Remember, if you get stuck or need help, you can use your answer key or you can call your teacher. We're here to help, and that's our job. And again, we absolutely love it. So, good luck, mathematicians. Once you're done with that, let's move on to question number 2 together. But if you need more time, remember, you can always pause the video. Okay, mathematicians. Question number 2 is asking us to solve the following. It's going to be multiplication review, okay? Resuelva lo siguiente, okay? And again, we're reviewing multiplication. So we're talking about groups of. So let's look at this first problem on the farthest left side together. 3 groups of, or 3 times blank, is equal to 15. 3 groups of some number is equal to 15, okay? So what we can do is we can make our loops and groups. That's one of my favorite strategies. So let's start. We need 3 loops. Now our job is to figure out how many are in each loop to make 15 total, okay? A product of 15. So let's count up 1 in each one until we get to 15. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we've reached our product or our total of 15. And we have 3 loops. How many are in each loop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer for this first one would be 5. Okay, 3 groups of 5 is equal to 15. And we've proved it. We've shown our work. Okay, mathematicians, I'm going to let you solve the rest of those on your own. Question number 3, let's move on to that together. If you'd like to take some time to work on question number 2 now, go ahead and pause the video. Question number 3, complete the mystery number line below. Completa la recta numérica misteriosa a continuación, okay? And this is asking us, it's more multiplication review. 7 groups of 2. 7 por 2. Well, we can count up by 7s or we can count up by 2s. Why don't we count up by 7s? So 7, 7, más 7, or 7 plus 7, 2 groups of 7, is 14. So that's where we would write that. Our next question we need to answer is 7 groups of 4. 7 por 4. And I know, using my multiplication facts, that I've got my doubles fact, and anything times 4 is just the double of the double. The double-double, if you will. So we need to double up 14, and that is... Pause the video. Give yourself a second to get the answer. That is 28. Great job, mathematicians. Now, you'll need to figure out the rest of these blanks. So 7 groups of what is equal to 56. You could use the loops and groups strategy we used above, or you can think about this double, double, perhaps another double might take you to the right place for that blank. 7 groups of 10. 7 groups of 10 you could count up by 10s, or you could count up by 7s, or you could know that your 10s facts, well, that's a pretty quick one, isn't it? And then how many more do we need to go up to get to 84? Well, we know 2 groups of 7 is 14, and 14 plus 70 would be 84. So 7 groups of 12 is equal to 84. So mathematicians, try this on your own. Prove your answers either using the loops and groups strategy or another multiplication strategy that works best for you. Check your answers on the answer key. If you get stuck, call your teacher. We're here to help, and we love to do it. Good luck out there. Great to see you again. See you next time.